Welcome everybody. This is our second day of our seminar series on the topic of building success, international experiences in developing universities of applied sciences. Welcome everybody. Shall we start with welcoming Professor Ma, who is the moderator for today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us today. So we are so glad that we have two honored speaker to join us. We have Dr. Nabil Kadhi, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Development and Academic Staff in Department of Computer Science at Applied Science University, ASU, Bahrain.
Pleasure mine. Thank you very much for the invitation, and I'm very pleased to be with my colleagues today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we also have Dr. Issra Pramoolsook, Associate Professor and Assistant Director, Suranaree University of Technology, SUT, Thailand.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Greetings from Thailand, and it's a pleasure and privilege to meet you and learn from all of you today. Looking forward to our session together.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, thank you for joining us today. This is a 3 days seminar series. At the same time that every day, yesterday, today, and also tomorrow, started at 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. in Hong Kong time. Yesterday, we have the film focus on the evolution of universities of applied sciences. And we have a number of speakers from Australia, Bahrain, Germany, Switzerland, and Finland. And today that we have another focus on enhancing the role of institutions as University of Applied Sciences. More focus on like the infrastructure and resource development, faculty development and training, curriculum design and industry integration, quality assurance and accreditation, these areas. And we will discuss more about this. And we are so glad that we can hear more about the experience sharing from Bahrain and also from Thailand today. So we'll separate into two parts. The first part, we'll have the background and presentation by the two speakers, around 15 to 20 minutes. And then we'll open to the floor for a question and answer period. So that we can learn more, not necessary to only the scope. We can also expand a bit of the scope for today, but we, in the presentation, we'll focus on this first.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. So maybe the first we'll go to Dr. Kadhi.
Sure.
We give the time to you. Thank you very much.
Sure. Sure. Thank you. Let me share my screen, if this is possible, please. So I'll try to make it in 12 minutes to respect the time in as much as possible. So thank you very much for the invitation, and it's my pleasure to be with you today. Well, I'm gonna take you through a presentation where I'm gonna speak about the role of the applied science universities in the world, the importance of the infrastructure and the challenges there, the role played by faculty development, and the particularity of curricula design and industry integration, and finally, the quality assurance aspects and accreditation. Well, as we can know, it's very important today to see that the applied science play a major role in bridging economy to industries. The universities of applied science have to play this role by getting graduates ready for market. And when we say ready for market, that means they have the appropriate employability skills. We're not only focused on their knowledge, we're no longer focused on their only soft skills, but also their capacity to create, to innovate, their capacity to meet, in fact, a VUCA world when the workforce demand is continuously changing and is continuously evolving, and the skills required by the employers are changing. COVID was an example where a lot of skills were required and emerged as very important. And to do that, applied science universities are required, in fact, to create an environment that is as close as possible to market. They are, in fact, required to make available for their students a lot of infrastructures This includes state-of-the-art and advanced laboratories, whether physical laboratories and simulation tools. And I'm here sharing with you some example of the facilities of Applied Science University. And this is quite challenging because that's a lot of investment, that's a lot of infrastructure. But we need to think smart, and I think there is a lot of models being developed and coming to the market today. It's like a partnership between corporate and universities, where the university, if they have invested already in heavy equipments, they will put them at the availability of the corporate, so they can use them for even real market development, usage, tests, and other. And that has a double benefit, not only reducing the cost on the university side, but also offering a gold opportunity for the students to work on real cases. The opposite is also true, and we have been experienced both sides at Applied Science University, when we decided for some experiments and tests to not conduct them on the premises of the university, but to take the students in batches to the corporate side, so they are immersed. So modern classrooms, in fact, investigating in classroom that enhance learning with all the flexibility around how the classroom they organize it, advanced laboratory with the use of AI tools, simulations, and as much as possible, which in fact is a gold opportunity for students to learn, try, and make mistakes without huge consequences. When we are using equipments like NMC and other, a mistake may be drastic. So we need really to make sure that students are prepared. That's fine. However, giving the opportunity to use simulator and to integrate technology, this will allow the students to be a little bit freed sometimes from the burden of the fear to fail. Also, we need to have an environment which unlock creativity for the students. So students need to feel well. The well-being is very important, especially for applied science universities, when there is a lot of pressure on the students to meet requirements, because we try all the time to meet them in the same context and in the same environment as if they are on the real market. So trying to have an environment which is attractive. We are lucky at Applied Science University to have such a building, to be, having a nice view, a relaxing view, a green environment, a lot of spaces when students can pair and share, and a lot of ways that can collaborate together. And this collaborative environment is exactly what they're going to meet later on in the corporate. So it's really very important that the Applied Science University prepare the students and engage them in a well-being, relaxing environment, but in the same time, in an environment that present to them the needed facilities, technologies, laboratories, and ways where they can really go through experimentation, they can go through creative thinking, they can go through peers experience together. Of course, in the middle of all of this, faculty members are facing a big challenge. No matter what is the course or the program you are related to, even a social science program like a law program, people might think, oh, in those programs, we don't really have challenges of applied delivery. Well, it's not the case because faculty members need to cope all the time and need to be, aware about not only the latest technologies or the latest cases, but also the new teaching methodologies. This morning, I was discussing in a workshop with Advanced HE on the implementation and the adoption of their employability skills. And it's very, very important to give the opportunities to faculty members, in fact, to progress in their career. Because when we do that, we are not only preparing our faculty members to catch with the requirement of a new market and of an agile market, but also to attract talents, because they will see that the university, the Applied Science University, give them an opportunity first to advance as an academics through, for example, fellowship with Advanced HE, specific degrees in education, but also to be advancing in consultancy, to be related with the related, reference bodies, and to be able to acquire themselves certificates that will allow them, in fact, to work together on enhancing the employability skills of the graduates. At Applied Science University, in fact, we develop yearly a specific faculty development and professional development plan. And this plan, we have even a unit, which is the faculty development unit, which work with the HR based on every faculty member end-of-year assessment, end-of-year evaluation, and also plan. So this plan will integrate the wishes of the faculty members in terms of industry connection, the wishes of the faculty member in terms of acquiring new skills, whether on the pedagogical side or on the core techniques or the core area they are working into. The workshops have a mix of online delivery, face-to-face delivery, on-premises and outside the premises of the university. And I believe that the Applied Science University have one additional dimension and challenge that, which I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, which is allowing the faculty member to really cope with this advancement. So we need to find a way that we are keeping our faculty member connected to the industry, knowing what's happening on, and taking that advantage and delivering it. And here, attracting talent and being able to attract and retain talent, not only as a full-time, but also as a part-time, is very important for the applied universities. We need really to come up with innovative programs. One of the things we implement here is the mentoring program. Any new faculty member who joined Applied Science University will have a mentor. The role of a mentor is really to make the integration smooth and to make the faculty member understanding the particularity of the new environment is evolving into as it is coming into. I'm sure all the university provide inductions, provide orientations, they give a lot of documentation, but how to navigate through that in the most effective way? Because again, with the burden of making sure students are ready, sometimes you don't really have all the needed time in order to integrate. So diversifying the program, having mentoring program, recognition and rewards program, and creating a positive work environment through a very clearly defined employee retention strategy is very important. And you can see here the classical component of a retention strategy: giving recognition, improve working relationship, hire employees who share the values of the university. That's very important, I think, during the hiring, that everyone is committed to this practical side, to this effectiveness side, and make sure there is a balance of workload and allow flexibility in terms of let the faculty member find their equilibrium in the way of delivering in the best way these programs to our students. And for sure, the professional development will play a major role here and enhance the teaching effectiveness and in provide also positive students' feedback. It's very important to invest in faculty development because that ultimately is benefiting to the image of the Applied Science University, is benefiting to the students in terms of making sure they are able to acquire the skills required by the market and the skills needed by the markets. And this cannot be done without appropriate reflection when we design the curriculum. Designing a curriculum in applied education model is more challenging than a regular curricula for a simple reason. For example, we need really to diversify the opportunities of apprenticeship, of internship, of co-op. At Applied Science University, internship is a component in all the curricula. Internship in some programs is more than 1 year. It's 2, 3, 4 years. Creating different teaching methodology. For example, we have what we call the legal clinic for our law program, where we bring real cases and we let the students work on them, mock courts and other. So designing this curriculum cannot be done without relation with the industry. In the design phase, in the reflection phase of the program, we need to engage with various stakeholders to listen to what they want. We have a program advisory board. We have consultants that work with us when we are designing the curriculum in terms of credits, in terms of content, in terms of balance between theory and practice, and also in terms of teaching methodology. It's very important that we have the industrial part during the design, the delivery, and the evaluation of the program. Kamali University might have that at the last stage only, at the evaluation. Oh, what do you think about our graduates? How do you find them? That is not the appropriate model for the applied education universities, because we need to have the industrial as a partner at the design, at the delivery, and also at the evaluation of the program. Of course, we have to adjust the teaching methodology, as I said, during the delivery of this program, co-op, apprenticeship, and other. And we need to make sure that we bring cases from the industry, not only at the last year, But from the year one, the immersion of the students is very important through various ways that we do implement here at Applied Science University. And in order to gain recognition, it is very important to go for accreditation. There are a lot of accreditation bodies, and it's known that the accreditation follow a very clear framework. There is an evaluation based on a certain criteria, normally international criteria, and then you will gain credibility and it will offer you the recognition worldwide. We are proud at Applied Science University to be a QS star university, to be the first university in Bahrain to own the QAA UK institutional accreditation, to be 539 at the QS World Ranking as a university. And we also have many subject ranking in various areas, in social science, in computer science, in business and management, in engineering. We also work on professional recognition like CIOB for our architecture and civil engineering. And we believe we need to choose carefully what accreditation body we will work with, because some of them recognize better than others the IOL efforts and recognize better than others the particularity of embedding the practical side. ABET, CIOB as among other examples. So it's very important to have the quality assurance as a system embedded inside the mode of thinking inside the strategy. So to conclude, these factors, infrastructure, faculty development, curriculum design, and quality assurance are to be considered as a holistic framework when we are speaking about applied science education. And allow me to share this video. Please let me know if you hear the voice accordingly.
Education seamlessly blends theory with practice. Universities of applied sciences are pioneering this approach, preparing students for real-world challenges. Let's explore how these institutions are reshaping the educational landscape. These universities are not just about learning, they're about doing. By integrating practical applications with theoretical knowledge, they ensure graduates are job-ready, meeting industry demands head-on. Modern classrooms and advanced laboratories are the backbone of hands-on learning. These state-of-the-art facilities attract talented students and faculty, enhancing the institution's reputation and fostering innovation. Technology integration is key. By making education more interactive and effective, these institutions create environments that encourage collaboration and knowledge exchange, essential for academic success. Recruiting industry-experienced faculty enriches the learning environment with practical insights. Continuous professional development ensures educators stay updated, enhancing teaching effectiveness and preparing graduates for workforce demands. Industry-relevant curricula are crucial. By aligning education with market needs, these programs increase graduates' employability, ensuring they possess the skills required by employers. Accreditation processes maintain institutional credibility and ensure high educational standards. Regular program reviews and stakeholder feedback align education with industry needs, fostering continuous improvement. Successful collaborations with industries lead to innovative curricula and better educational outcomes for employers. Accreditation processes maintain institutional credibility and ensure high educational standards are well prepared for the challenges of tomorrow. Imagine a world where education seamlessly blends theory with practice. Universities of applied sciences are pioneering this approach, preparing students for real-world challenges. Let's explore how these institutions are reshaping the educational landscape.
Sorry. So I'm sorry the video went in loop, but that was the conclusion of my presentation. I just want to tell you that this summary video is in fact designed by human, generated by artificial intelligence. I just wanted to end giving you an example when we can integrate technology and use it in a good way. I tried myself to stick to the 15 minutes. Hope I managed to do that. Thank you very much. And the floor is yours, colleagues.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nabil, Kadhi. So yesterday we hear some of the description about ASU, and today we hear more about the challenges and the details about, especially in the infrastructure, staff development, and also the curriculum design with integration with the industry partnerships. And that's good, so that we have some in-depth understanding of it. And then we go to the next speaker, Dr. Issra. Pramoolsook from Thailand, SUT. Your turn, please.
Hi, good afternoon once again. And it's like I said earlier, it's a pleasure and privilege for me to join all of you today. And it's very nice to meet you, Dr. Kadhi. I can tell right away that the video clip is not actually you. You look very robotic in that one, and my guess is right. It was AI generated and a very excellent video. I'm sure that technology can really enhance the teaching and learning of our universities a lot in this era of AI and super AI as well. Okay. So thank you for having me today, everyone. And I would like to share my experience from my own university. And I'm very glad to say that a lot of commonalities, a lot of similarities between my presentation and what you already heard from Professor Kadhi. So maybe it's really, it shows that University of Applied Science could have a lot of things that we can share, we can learn from each other as well. So I hope that you will enjoy my presentation today. My name is Issra Pramoolsook. I come from Suranaree University of Technology, which is 3 hours away from Bangkok, in the northeastern part of Thailand. Let me give you a little bit of a background of our university. We are a government university, but not under the bureaucratic system. So we are the first public autonomous university in the country, or we call PAU, and we are the first and we are the leader. So these days, I think a lot of universities in Thailand have transformed from government bureaucratic universities into a university with system administration system management system following our university SUT. And we are just 35 years old this year, a good age. Okay, we thought we were young, but not young anymore. But then we are stepping strong to our 4th decade with confidence. Yes, we are. I think we are the first university specializing in science technology as well. Before us, you may have heard other institutions in Thailand which have technology as the last word in the names, but those are at the institute level. SUT is the first one who claimed to be a university of technology. Okay, and we are one of the 9 national research university as well, the youngest one. That is the fact that we are proud of here. Okay, well, by the age of 19 years old, long time ago, we were selected by the government to be one of the 9 national research universities. Okay, and of course, very similar to other universities around the world, our main missions, we have 5 missions, but the 2 main missions, of course, are to teach, which is to produce competent graduates, and also to research. And we hope that our research will be groundbreaking, not just, applied research, I would say. Okay, that's a little bit about our university. One interesting fact about our university that you should know is that we have the highest number of PhD holders as lecturers at our university. Other universities in Thailand still allow lecturers with master's degree to teach undergraduate students, but it's not the case here at SUT. So almost all of our lecturers hold PhD, and unless you are medical professors who can hold other kinds of degrees level. So we have the highest number of PhD holders as lecturers. But that also comes with a problem, because we recruit science technology researchers to be full-time teachers, and they come with, like Professor Kadhi said, a lot of them come with industry experience. A lot of them are fresh graduates. A lot of them we recruited from corporates. We included them from industry, so they come already with industry experience. But what many of them lack, as you know, is the pedagogy. So that's why a lot of cases we see students complain, oh, Professor X is very good, but he teaches like he's an engineer. Professor Y is very good, but he teaches like he's a farmer, or this kind of thing. We have a very good agricultural technology school as well. So we were struggling with this problem for quite some time, until 2016. I think we came across a very interesting framework from Advanced HE, which is we call Professional Standards Framework. And we were interested in that. So we decided to implement it, or give it a go, give it a try with our universities here. until from then on until 2025, we can say that the PSF has been applied as an institutional CPD scheme to improve the quality of teaching and support of learning, so that our researchers and staff can become competent and confident teachers and learning supporters. What we always say at this university is that our lecturers always wear two caps at the same time. And if you understand my analogy here, they wear engineering cap as well, but when they go to teach, they wear teacher's cap as well. I'm not sure you have this saying in English or in your languages or not, but in Thai we call the idiom is that, oh, you are wearing two hats at the same time. One is a teacher and one is an engineer. I myself am lucky because I am an English language teacher. So my degree is English language teaching. So I was fortunate to study pedagogy already. So, but unfortunately, a lot of my colleagues here, they came with nothing pedagogical wise. That is why the PSF can be an answer, a support that we give to them. Okay. Moving on. So look what we do with our PSF or CPD professional development scheme here. We have a lot of programs based on the PSF. Okay, we are the first university in Thailand that earned an advanced HE accredited program back in 2018. We decided that, we want PSF to be a support for all our lecturers and learning support staff here. That is why we decided to ask Advanced HE to allow us to own a training program, which is in-house. It has Thai flavors, SUT flavors in this training as well, but it's still recognized as to meet the standards of the international standards of PSF. So we are the first university in Thailand who had that accredited program. We call the STARS program, a very nice acronym here, stands from SUT, Teaching Academics Recognition Scheme. And for these teaching profession development here, SUT, we decided to put this matter under the Vice President for Academic and Quality Assurance. And we set up a unit very similar to a department to take care of, the professional development for teachers, learning support staff at our university. So this could show how much attention, how much emphasis we put on improving the teaching quality of our lecturers, because I think everyone believes as well that the heart of a university would be the quality of the teachers and the researchers that each university has. So this STAR program is supposed to be for junior lecturers, the fresh graduates from PhD, so who decided to come and work at our universities, or those who had industry experience but have little teaching experience or pedagogical knowledge. So this program is for them. It's lasts for 5 days, quite long, and that could, later I will share with you a challenge that comes with this kind of program, because taking the staff out for 5 days to sit in class for the training and this and that, sometimes they could not complete the program because 5 days joining the program, they cannot take 5 days away from their teaching load or other research load as well. But then we have this program. It's been very successful, okay? And now we transitioned it to the PSF 2023 already. Apart from that STAR program for junior lecturers, we always have other mechanisms on other support paths for other kinds of lecturers as well. So we have what we call SUT Fellowship and Brotherhood, similar to what Dr. Kadhi said earlier about mentors, right? You talk about the value, the benefits of giving mentors to junior researchers. This Fellowship Brotherhood program is quite similar to that. It's just for 1 or 2 days of training, and most of the time it's like bringing experienced teachers and less experienced teachers to sit together, to exchange. But at the end, we are supporting them to write application for PSF, for fellowship from Advanced HE. So, and this Fellowship Brotherhood is meant to be for senior lecturers with more than 2 years of teaching experience. One thing that I like to pinpoint here is that most of the time we focus on the teachers, But SUT, my university, wants to give this kind of CPD to learning support staff as well. I'm talking about staff at the library, staff at the laboratories. We are technology universities. So those teaching assistant, research assistants at our laboratories are the first contacts that our students go to before we arrive at our labs. So these PSF scheme, those STARS program I mentioned in my previous slides, are for them to support them as well to become competent and confident learning support staff for our university. So one thing about this is the success of the Fellowship Brotherhood program is quite it's quite satisfactory in our opinion. That is why we decided to upgrade this program to become an advanced HE accredited program, and we call it STAR Plus as an additional brother program from the STARS B1 earlier here. And we just submitted the package for accreditation. Hopefully in let's say in July, they will say that the STAR Plus program will be launched in September this year or not. So, and these are the pictures of the activities that we had. Okay. Next, we have special trainings and special lectures as well. This is a part of the ongoing continuous professional development for our own staff here. So we invited colleagues and friends from outside to give a talk about not just about PSF, but about their teaching experience, their teaching expertise elsewhere as well. Okay. So the benefits of our PSF, okay, I don't want you to get me wrong here that, you know, we use PSF and the number of fellows that we have could mean that we are successful. It's not that, but obviously, you know, the quantity of the fellows that we have from what we have been doing to support our staff here could mean that, you know, these at least 328 fellows that we have on our campus here have become, I would say, better teachers than they used to be earlier. So at least this is one benefit that we want to promote here in front of you. And other benefits would include, you know, these cultivate the spirit of being better teachers for our students. A lot of our colleagues here say that they become actually better teachers. And the students reported, oh, Professor X used to be like this, but now he's become better. He talks more slowly. He explains it more clearly. He had more eye contact with us. This kind of thing, you know, these small episodes from our students, when we add them all up, we seem to see the benefits of having this training, this support for our colleagues who were quite inexperienced in terms of teaching. Okay, and we demonstrate standard teachings and best practice in higher education. One thing that I like to mention here, it could be about the quality assurance as well. In Thailand, most Thai universities are subject to quality assurance, external quality assurance. A lot of universities would use like, I'm not sure if you are familiar with AUNQA, ASEAN University Quality Assurance Framework or not. Of course, we do university ranking, Times Higher Education, QS, like Professor Kadhi mentioned earlier. But in Thailand, we use what we call a scheme called Educational Excellence Framework, or EdPEC. Not sure you heard about this or not. Yes, we just had our university evaluated in terms of the quality. And the first thing that the external assessor mentioned in the final day when they announced the results, good news, we passed the threshold levels. It means that our quality is quite high. The first thing he mentioned is that SUT is the quality of teaching and learning in SUT comes from the fact that SUT guarantees the quality of the people who are working firsthand with the students. And that is the quality of the teachers, right? A lot of universities would make sure that they have enough budget. A lot of universities would make sure that they have advanced, beautiful laboratories. But SUT decided to make sure that the teachers who are the main first contact, the main contact with with the students have quality first of all, and that makes us that confirms that improving the quality of teachers would contribute a lot to the improved quality of the university. Okay, and these PSF support would be practical pathway for teaching and supporting learning CPD as well. And because of the success of our CPD, PSF stories, SUT is a role model for other universities in Thailand, and they and a lot of them decide to apply PSF to their universities. And a national organization called ThaiPod, which belongs to the Ministry of Higher Education. This organization takes care of only the teachers' quality, university teacher quality in Thailand. They have their own what we call Thai PSF as well, quite similar to the PSF, the UK PSF, but we have our own Thai version of the PSF as well, and they learn from our university. And by doing this, it's connect our university and it connects our staff with international partners outside Thailand as well. So I think I might not have to spend a lot on this slide. Okay. So at the end, we are building a community of practice, a community of like-minded teachers who want to become better teachers for our students. Okay, and interesting fact about this is that we have our own high school student affiliated to our university. So we try to promote these staff development to the the school teachers on our campus as well. So these are the facts about our network, global network here. And I think the fact that I'm joining this webinar is because I am a member of Advanced HE, and Advanced HE connected me with Tung College. So I think that's one benefit of joining this global community of expertise, global pool of expertise here. Okay, so that's just statistics, and a lot of universities in Thailand adopt PSF as a scheme to develop their own teachers, and that is why Thailand is number 3 in the world in terms of the number of fellows, and we're just after the UK and after Australia. So that's quite an interesting fact about Thailand as well. Okay, but there are some lessons that we have to learn from. Okay, nothing is as beautiful as, nothing is always beautiful and perfect, right? Okay, with all of, even we give this support to our staff members, our lecturers, these are the problems that we encounter, okay? Because these PSF thing is not compulsory for junior researchers. Some of them just, okay, I want to focus on research because research can, I think some of them think that research can give them more things than just teaching. I'm not sure it's true or not. It's up to you to decide. For example, yeah, like I said earlier, the STARS training schedule is quite time consuming. It's not flexible. So some of them can attend the first 3 days and had to do other things on the second part of the training. So they missed the important part of it. So they wouldn't stay until the end of the program. Okay, so another thing is the workload. Of course, with all of these supporting programs, it requires extra workload from the mentors and senior lecturers as well to support these junior ones. So I think the university, if you want to do something like this, your universities might want to think about, allocating workload more effectively to people who want to teach and also who want to support junior staff at your university as well. And then I think, and the rankings, I think some of our colleagues here think that, okay, we want to focus on research more because research means publications and publications means probably more citations and higher ranking. So they think that teaching is for other people. They would want to excel in research and increase the ranking of our university instead of becoming better teachers. But then this question. This issue is at the end up to the admin people, the senior management people, whether they want to promote quality teaching more than just research or not. Okay. That's all for the teaching and learning stuff. But then, if you allow me, I have 5 more slides here to share with you about the curriculum design industry integration. SUT is also the first university as well that introduced what we call cooperative education. These days it's called CV, cooperative and work integrated education. In a way, it's similar to internship. I saw that Professor Kadhi mentioned about co-op as well. Yes, that is the nickname of this thing, but in Thailand now it's called CV. SUT is the first university that integrate cooperative education as a part of our undergraduate curriculum. So almost all undergraduate curriculum at SUT have this element. That is why SUT is the only university in Thailand that uses trimester system. Because in year 3 and year 4 of the undergraduate education, our student has to spend 1 trimester, 4 months at a workplace in the country or elsewhere in international organizations as well. Okay, so if you can have a look at what I have on my slide here, you will see what we do, the meaning of cooperative education here. And at the end, cooperative education is a form of university and workplace engagement. If you know the definition of engagement, university engagement by I can't remember the organization who issued these definitions. They cooperative education would tick all the boxes here, the 4 boxes, so that university can really engage with the workplace. So because it's a joint undertaking, it's not only university taking control, it's both the university and the workplaces working together for graduate quality enhancement. It gives mutual benefits. Of course, university receive benefits, workplaces receive something good, but the main person who receives the biggest benefits would be our students. Okay, scholarship, yes, we use knowledge here in our engagement. It's not that, we give free food during the flood or we supported the community during earthquake. That is like CSR, community corporate, CSR, corporate social responsibility, right? Okay, but cooperative education is we use knowledge, we use scholarship in our undertaking, and at the end, cooperative education creates social impacts through the quality of our graduates. Okay, so the definition of CV in Thailand is like this. It started at SUT, but one interesting fact is that now it has become a national scheme. If you have friends or colleagues who work at Thai universities, all of them will know the term CV, because of what the government promotes it so much, and they encourage all universities in the country to have cooperative education element in their curriculum. Okay, so these are the effectiveness of cooperative education. Our university would get a job right away. So that is a way to increase employment rate for our university as well. Our university, another proud fact of SUT is we have the highest number of employment rate after the graduation. And this is a survey done by the Ministry of Higher Education. But we would say that it's the cooperative education that makes our students get a job even before they graduate. Some of them get a job right after their cooperative education placement terms. Okay, and like I said, it's a national scheme now. This is the multilateral CV management administration at the national level. So from this slide, I'm sorry, I'm maybe spending too long, but here, this is the management, the national pictures of how we manage and organize cooperative and work integrated education. Again, this is a summary of what we do. Right now, 97 higher education institutions in the country do cooperative education. We have almost 14,000 workplaces joining this, offering more than placements for almost 100,000 students every year. And the government 2 years ago, the government announced what we call the CV. What do you call the CV? Oh, sorry, I forgot the word. These scheme. This is for the national development of cooperative and work integrated education. One thing about this is that it's become very big in Thailand at the moment, not just at my university. And I would like to finish my presentation with these slides. These are just probably 2% of the workplaces that cooperate with us in terms of, taking our students who have cooperative education placements at their workplaces. A lot of them come in to teach for our students. A lot of them come into like stakeholders. They give feedback for our curriculum revision as well. So I would like to finish my presentation like this, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pramoolsook. May I introduce to you our president, Professor Sally Chen.
Hi, hello. Nice meeting you on Zoom. Thank you so much for the very generous sharing. I learned a lot from your presentation. Sorry that I was a bit late, but yeah, I catch up with the seminar. Thank you, Will.
Thank you. And then we go to the Q&A section so that we open to the floor. If you have any question, you can ask either type into a chat room.
Professor Well, may I make a small comment to my colleague, Dr. Issra? If I may?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's very pleasant to see that how two universities in two different parts of the world believe and do the same thing. You refer to the fellowship, and I want to say that we have 83% to 90% of faculty members who have fellowship, and we did the same as you, open it to all the support staff. So I was really very pleased to see that these things are coming through the applied universities, because as you said, many are very good practitioners, but lack the skills of teaching, and the opposite happen. You have good PhD holders, but they lack a little bit of practical things. And just the same also, we took that to a program that we are licensing now with Advanced HE to our ministry. So it will be a kind of higher diploma, professional certificate, CPD of level 5, that anyone can take. So I'm very pleased to see that SUT leads in that, and we might benefit from your experience in the future. This might nurture the discussion that there is a lot of common things that applied universities have to share and learn from each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, staff development is one of our topic today, and it is really a challenge. And one of the solutions with the staff development collaboration with the Advanced HE. And actually, we need to thank Advanced HE to connect us, so that we have both of you as a distinguished speaker for today with those international collaboration and professional staff, academic staff framework fellowship. Yes, any of you? Let me see. Thanks.
I don't have any question, but just a comment for what Prof. Kadhi has mentioned. In fact, we face similar problem because a majority of our education program are applied program. So we have a lot of very experienced practitioner come to teach, as a full-time teaching staff. And as you mentioned, Dr. Issra, that they may not have a good teaching pedagogy, the skills. So that's why we also have programs that we need to ask them to participate so that we can enhance their teaching and learning skills. And in the past, we did not make it compulsory, but we sort of found that the sort of the take up is not very good. So that's why I start from this year, we make it compulsory.
Yes.
But I want to sort of ask a question about Dr. Issra, because in your earlier presentation, you mentioned about research. You also mentioned that not all your research in the university are applied research. In fact, some are sort of more sort of maybe lab-based or theoretical based. So a bit more about this. And how do you strike a balance between applied research and sort of lab-based research?
Actually, I also want to ask the same question when we search when we search the university. It seems that you are more structured, the infrastructure and organization as a traditional and comprehensive university, although you act a lot more like the University of Applied Sciences. Thank you.
Oh, that's a very nice question. Thank you so much. We are Technology University, University of Technology. That's our name, Suranaree. So we're not comprehensive in the sense that we don't have the humanities, social sciences side of disciplines. So we have, to start with, we have engineering. We have the biggest engineering program in the country with 24 or 25 engineering majors. We have agricultural technology, information technology. We have a very small institute, which is called social technology. We want to have the word technology attached with all the departments, all the institutes here. And that social technology, which I belong to, provide general education, English language, these kind of things. But what we also have is what we call Institute of Science. Of course, technology comes from the basic science. So these professors at Institute of Science provide basic scientific knowledge like physics, biology, chemistry. That is why we don't have undergraduate programs in these pure science disciplines. So these professors teach physics, biology, chemistry, mathematics, just as a foundation knowledge for engineers, for doctors, for nurses, for IT students in their second year or third year later. Okay, but these professors, right away, they have the MA and PhD programs. Professor Sally asked me about striking a balance, right? So these professors, of course, want to excel in their research as well. They come back from their PhD with fresh energy right after their PhD. So they want to continue their research, but then they have to teach the basic science to our engineering students. But of course, we allow them to have master's programs, to have PhD programs where you can really have an intensive programs on their research development as well. So I think that's how we strike a balance. We don't offer bachelor's degree in pure science, but we have the master's and PhDs programs, the research programs for these professors to keep their research energy going as well. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. We see one question or comment from the chat box. Dr. Kadhi, can you comment on, although our focus now today not much on, but about international collaboration and also industry partnership you mentioned about, especially the curriculum integrated with partnership.
Yeah. I think it's very important to look to international collaboration at various levels, even at the design of the program. For example, at Applied Science University, we have two categories of program. We have local program that we deliver as Applied Science University, but we have also program that lead to a dual award that we are delivering with London South Bank University, for example, in engineering, in business, and in law. So these allow the students, in fact, to have exposure, to have an international education locally and to benefit from a dual degree. That's also is a possibility to focus on it. Additionally, we usually have many partners, whether from France, from Canada, from UK, from the Arab region, from our neighborhood also. And for our kind, we don't sign the MOU to sign MOU. They should be usually a tangible action. For example, yesterday there were a students' conference for undergraduate students to come and publish their applied research work. So it's very important when you look to the international collaboration. I was also mentioning to summer school, we did both sides. We allow our students to go in summer school to LSBU, for example, when they meet students from all the partners of LSBU, more than 20 partners around the world. And this year, end of June, we're going to have our first international summer school. it's very important to work not in an isolated way, for a simple reason. They graduate, the skills we want them to have, they're not local skills. They are international skills for a market which is today totally connected. And I think the best strategy to implement is to have a focused partnership. When you sign an MOU, when you sign an agreement, you need to know exactly what you're gonna do with it and why you are doing it. We developed here a matrix to evaluate partner at the choosing step and to evaluate the effectiveness of the partnership also.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Professor Mann, do you have any follow-up comment or question?
Yeah, thank you for the very important remark, because collaboration has a purpose and global perspective seem to be in the long-term sense. I think that's a very good, insightful input to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We see another comment about research. I think
If I may add on
this
issue of international collaboration, please.
Sure.
Yes. Yep. At SUT, one international collaborations that we are promoting so much is collaboration with international organizations, to international workplaces. I mean, to take our students to do cooperative education and in their workplaces outside Thailand. We call international CV, International Cooperative and Work Integrated Education. So we have sent our students to have their work placements, for example, in Australia, China, almost everywhere. But then the main issue, the main barrier would be the language. Unfortunately, Thai students are not good at English language. A lot of that is why we see a lot of, what you call imbalance, give and take. We take 10 students from Canada and put them in workplaces in Thailand, but then they can take only 2 students from our university because of there are only 2 who pass the IELTS exams or TOEFL exam or these kind of things. So speaking about that, I would like to promote cooperative education in front of all of you here. If you want your students to have work experience in Thailand, I think our university would be very much happy to start negotiating on that. The thing is, you have to meet the standards of the Thai cooperative education as well. Like I said, it's a national scheme now. We have the national standards for cooperative education and also for international cooperative education. So if you want to send your student to have work experience in Thailand, I'm very much happy to work with you on this.
Yeah. Sure, very good. So today is also a very good chance for international collaboration in the future. Right.
Yeah, thanks for the invitation. I'm sure all our teachers here sort from Merit School, we consider and we contact you very soon, for the discussion and negotiation. So thanks for the connection. Thank you.
But the condition is that if we take your students, we hope that you will take our students as well.
Yeah. So we welcome your student to come to us, and we will try our best to facilitate the placement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, our medium of instruction is in English. So I think we also have students from different part of Southeast Asia, actually. So see whether we have other questions or comments from the floor. So there is a new one. Some corporations, businesses has established their own training colleges. How can an applied science can get competitiveness?
My comments on that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
First of all, let's ask ourselves why the corporates want in having their own training or even educational program. It's mainly because at a certain period they have seen the gap between their needs and the outcome of the universities is huge. So they had more or less no other choice than doing that. Now, how we can compete is basically to come and speak to those people and tell them, look, we know education better than you do, and you know corporate better than we do. So let's join our efforts, and we design the curriculum together. We agree on the delivery, and we will do it. So I think it's more to not compete, but to work jointly and to complete each other. And that's why I said it's very important when we design the curricula to include the corporates, because for many, many years, universities had that mistake to say, oh, we are the one who knows, we are the PhD holders, we are the role models, so we're gonna tell you how to do things. And then we discover that the graduates do not meet the market. And it's only at the end that we ask the corporate, what do you think? So at the moment they start doing us, oh, you don't know how to do it, we're gonna do it ourselves. So I think by working positively together, we should not try to go in a competition more than in cooperation, in order that we do best what we know and they do best what they know. And then joining efforts will be the best solution.
Very good comments. Yeah, right.
I have a similar answer to what Dr. Kadhi said. So to be better than them, I'm sorry, it's not like competition here, but as universities, we are stronger, let's say, not better, we are stronger than them in the sense of the quality of our teaching. I think that's what I believe. But this situation is very true, Margaret. Thank you for your question. In Thailand, I think I can use one example here. You know, the company that owns 7-Eleven in Thailand. Yeah, if you come to Thailand, you see 7-Eleven everywhere. Yes, they have their own academy. It's called Institute. You can Google that, PIM, Panya Piwat Institute of Management. You are exactly right. They have their own bachelor's degree, master's degree even. And they integrate the work integrated education, sending their students to work in 7-Elevens and branches of companies throughout the country, and even outside Thailand as well. Is a big conglomerate enterprise here. They're doing quite well. We have to accept that. But we universities can do something similarly well or even better as well. And I like the idea that Dr. Kadhi said, you know, maybe we just, you know, join them, trust them, negotiate with them, and maybe joining the force could make everything stronger.
Yeah, this is also a trend in Hong Kong. There are a lot of large corporations and also government bodies, and they have developed their academy, like the MTR, the Mass Transit Railway, and also the power station, the China and Power in Hong Kong. McDonald's also have their academy. Yes, right. And any other comments? And it is a very good comments that before Dr. Kadhi said that, yes, we do not just at the end find out we do not have our graduate meeting the industry requirement. Actually, for applied science universities, it is very important that immediately the graduate develop their profession and have their career. And they develop all this during their study, in the undergraduate study, master study. Yeah.
Professor Ma, I think we have a comment from
right.
Yunwa Lam. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Maybe we can discuss on that comment.
Sure.
Yunwa Lim.
But it's all about yes, I miss it. Please, yeah. Because I see that it's about research and ranking. It seems that you have already answered that, right? Or I miss any?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
so when you talk about our ranking, some of the professors, they are more focused on research. It seems that is the similar question, right?
I think so. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So see whether there is any other comments, questions.
Just to follow up there, by the way, all
Right.
the ranking today, they're not considering only research, but they want impactful research.
Right.
And they measure the impact of the research not only through the theoretical citation, but also through transfer to technology, through patent, through how much you contribute to the community. So I believe things join each other. You need good researcher and you need also a good teacher. So, and then every faculty member will find his pathway. Is he more researcher and then teacher, or is he more a teacher who is passionate about transferring knowledge, and then he keep himself updated through some research? And both profile, I would say, are needed and complete each other.
Yes, right. So in about the evaluation, the KPI, and others, the measurement matrix seems that be more wider scope when we apply to the applied universal science. to not just we say that, not just to the scholarly research journals. And see whether we have any comments or questions from the floor. Actually, when I'm not sure, but I do not have much of the experience and learning about Bahrain. And these 2 days, it is very good that we learn more from ASU. From yesterday, we have President Hatem, and also today, so that we learn more how ASU in Bahrain has done.
Appreciate it. I can tell you a little bit more about the educational arena in Bahrain. There is basically 2 public or 3 public provider for higher education, and there is more than 16, 17 private higher education provider. Applied Science University is the only one having this particularity of applied education, and all, even in law and other, we are ranked #1 in Bahrain. We have very high employability rate that is varying between 62 to 85%, which we are very happy with. And we are a 21-year-old university. And in fact, the university is also a joint between Educator, our founder, Professor Wahib Al-Khaja, and also a corporate. The chairman of the board of directors is the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, and is as the head of one of the biggest mega corporate in Bahrain. So this is somehow also an illustration of the need of this really partnership between both sides, the educator and the market side, in designing, thinking, reshaping, delivering, and evaluating the education.
Thank you. Professor Mann, you have?
Yes, having heard for 2 days, I know what we were and where we now in terms of UAS. Bring your experience. My question point to the floor is, what will be any, if any, emerging trends that you can foresee or anticipate that will affect UAS in the next decade, for example? Because we are preparing for future. We're not talking about just a present moment. In the coming decade, what will be the emerging trends? Definitely, technological advancements seem to have everything. Will that be a leading trend? If so, then what can we do in preparation for a new generation of UAS in the future? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor David. Very, very eminent and important question. I would say 2 elements. First of all, as you said, technology and the ethical understanding and use of AI and its application. And one of the things we are doing, AI course become mandatory in all curricula, and not from the technology side. You need to understand the limits, the barriers, the ethical side, and the consequences, and how to use it effectively, because we cannot deny it. Many universities start denying it and say, oh, I would use an AI detectors. But in the corporate, the boss will be very happy if you use AI and deliver a job in 2 days instead of months, and it pleases the customer, right? So we need to prepare this. That's number 1. And number 2, I would focus a lot on human skills. Because the soft skills are gaining, because all the complex side today, you have a machine. There is a website called There Is an AI for That. You find more than 10,000 AI tools that can help you in doing anything. So what is still to do there is the human, the empathy, the relationship, the creativity from the human side. Machine cannot create something that a human did not think about it. It's all empirical, exploration of combination, right? But what if you come up with a new model of combination? So I believe that's one of the things applied education need to focus on, is those human capabilities that we need to embed everywhere, and to make sure we're not too much into the technology side that we forgot that at the end, what's gonna prevail is the human aspect.
Thank you.
Thank
but
you.
SU2 is focused on technology, right?
And yes, and if I may add on that, the emerging trends, Professor Mann, that SUT is seeing is that the workplaces these days might not want the graduates, as in the degree holder graduates. They need people who have the skills that they want. So maybe for that tells universities that instead of producing graduates with, bachelor's degree in telecommunication engineering, maybe we can support our learners who have the skill sets that they can use for their job application that serves the real needs of the workplaces of their choice. So instead of keeping them in university for 4 years, studying this and that, completing all the credits, and then go out go out from our template looking almost the same. So that is why in Thailand we are starting the concept of the credit banks. So universities in Thailand are encouraged to offer courses that bear credits, and then the student can. It's like a hop on, hop off. They can hop on to our programs, take these 5 courses, and then they think, these equip them enough skills and knowledge to become, employee of this company, and they use these 5 courses, the evidence of these 5 courses completion to apply for a job. And maybe they work there for 2 years and they think it's about time that they have to reskill. They come back to our university, study for more courses, earning extra 35 credits, and then they accumulate these credits in their credit banks. And so from now, the bachelor's degree years might not have to be the traditional 4 years anymore. One student can join our university at 18, hop on, hop off, go out, get in again, and then they can graduate at the age of 30.
So we call it here micro credential and stackable, stackable degrees with even possibility to come from a vocational side with a bridging program to the educational and vice versa. So that's already a big trend here in the Gulf region.
And in a sense, it increases our income for our universities as well. People who pay the tuition fee will not be the traditional high school leavers in the traditional sense anymore. They could be people at the age of 35 who want to reskill, upskills, and then they use what they learn from university. So university will not be the degree production anymore. It will be the knowledge production or employees production. Another trend, if I may, is the entrepreneurship. I'm sure your universities have entrepreneurial education introduced to your program now. That is what my university does as well. Yes, and of course, a lot of our students.
For us, entrepreneurship is a compulsory university requirement for all the programs. So 21 program have entrepreneurship as a course, and it includes a stop through our incubation center. When one of the output of the assessment is a project idea that you can come and defend, and there is a presentation of that and the competition about it. So that's absolutely in the nerve of an applied education, I believe.
Professor Mai, another similarity there. We have the entrepreneurial incubation unit on campus. And then we have what we call entrepreneurial minor. So our engineering students can do engineer as their major, but then they can choose entrepreneurial courses to be the minor components of their bachelor's degree as well. So that's one thing I'd like to share.
So very good. So UAS is more relevant to lifelong learning and entrepreneurship. Right. We have one comment to ASU about transnational teaching. So, Kadhi, would you like to comment or reply on the partnership school about the teaching and also the different modes?
They're flying academic from a partner. Okay. The mode this partnership program is delivered is that all courses are delivered by ASU faculty member who are validated by LSBU. On every module, there is what we call a link tutor. So the link tutor is supervising remotely everything, and he came in 2 visits a year to make sure that everything is going gratefully. So for various reasons, including effectiveness and cost reason, there is no fly in, fly on. As long as the competencies are available locally, there is no need for that. But the quality assurance system is jointly monitored by the 2 institutions in order to make sure that it meets both. Because at the end of the day, the 2 institutions are delivering a certificate and award. So it's the image of both of them. Say that we aligned the program in a way to allow student mobility more than allowing faculty mobility. So any students who want to, for example, go and spend 1 year, the 4th year, for example, or the 3rd year in LSBU and then come back to ASU or vice versa, he's allowed to do that. So we believe that that's the flexibility we are giving to the students, and we initiate them to that through the summer school. And when the link tutor came during those regular visits, they usually give workshops to the students. What we are starting next year is to have a remote joint sessions. So when a course is delivered physically at ASU, peers, students, and faculty members from LSBU can attend it remotely, and vice versa. When a course is delivered in LSBU, peers from ASU and students will attend it remotely, where technology, I think here, with all what we can do today with the remote education, like our webinar or our meeting today, allow us really to get the benefit from that.
Right. Good. So thank you for the comment and reply. So see whether we have other questions on the floor. I remember, Kadhi, you mentioned about the student, they have internship and practicum every year. Do I hear it correctly?
Yeah, let me clarify.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah, internship is compulsory at least at 1 year for all the programs.
Okay.
So you have internship which come normally in the 3rd year.
Okay.
But for some major, like the engineering and other, we are pushing the students to do a summer internship practically every year. So we tell them at the end of your work, because for the engineering students, they don't have a summer semester. So what we do is we give them a free non-compulsory placement on all the years, but one of it is compulsory. So that's the idea. And we are now developing this co-op where it will be practically a compulsory thing more than 1 year. Okay. So for now, it's compulsory at least once. But then for the more practical program, which is the engineering, students are doing it in year 2, year 3, and year 4. The only compulsory one is year 3, but then we put a way around it that students see it as opportunity, because even for their final project and internship project, we bring evaluator from the corporate side. It's not the teacher who evaluate. We have 3 external from corporate and 1 or 2 internal from the teacher side. So basically your work is judged by the industry, and to be ready to deliver to the industry what they want, there is no better way than going and spending weeks there, every year.
Do the student welcome it?
Absolutely. Students really, they loved it. And to be very honest with you, the idea started based on a student request. Students in year 1 in engineering say, oh, can we not go also? And we say, oh, hold on, why not? This was some years ago, and say, why not? Why we don't allow the students, and there were a debate, oh, they're not ready yet, they're not ready, they are ready, they're not ready. And then we said, well, anyone who is willing to do, let them do it. And we start developing partnership with the industry to tell them we have different level of students and you can use them in different tasks. So there is the immersion internship, then there is the discovery way, then there is the added value internship. So based on the level of the students, what they are requested to do is different.
It is very good to hear about that, because we say that UAS more relevant to help the student to prepare immediately for their profession. And if they love to do more internship, it is very good. And we just hear from the presentation that the students do not just recruit after they graduate, but actually in the final year, they already, because of the internship opportunity, they already recruited by the companies. Is that in SUT or in ASU?
Exactly, yes. That's our success story, yes. A lot of our students, I think more than half of cooperative education students got a job even before they graduate because of their performance at the workplaces there. In the past, we structure the curriculum as in a way that, they go out for their co-op placement, the work placement terms in in the second term of their fourth year, that is the last one, so that they can come back to the university, finishing the final term, reflecting on what they learned from the workplaces. And they come back from workplaces with feedback to us that, hey, professor, you teach us too little mathematics. We learn, and at the workplaces they use these high technology, the technology that we don't have on campus. Then they come back with interesting stories that feed into the development, the improvement of our curriculum and our education systems and on campus as well. But then we got a complaint from the workplaces. Yeah, they said, oh, we want your students right away. Now they have to go back and finish the final term with you. They cannot wait. They have to hire another person. So and our students will lose the opportunity to get job right away. One thing about SUT is that our students are from poor background. So they want the quicker they get a job, the sooner they can, support their family. So that's why I think almost 10 years ago, we restructure it as in the student can do the work placement on their final term and they graduated that way. But there's a negative side of it, they didn't have the final term to say goodbye to their teachers, to have that kind of final term together with their classmates. And I don't know, there are pros and cons of that. But at the end, we value the employment opportunity of our students more than taking them back and have the reflection term on their final year. One thing, if I may add, is that we used to do co-op as early as second year as well, Dr. Kadhi. Yes, but then the comments that we have from workplaces is that your students come with little knowledge. They come with basic math. They come to our workplaces with general knowledge, general scientific knowledge, rather than the engineering knowledge, IT, the advanced IT knowledge. So I like what you said, that the workplaces can assign jobs to your students in different roles, right? Yes. But we learn from workplaces that they take out second year students, but then they cannot do much for them. So at the end, they're just observing. So we decided to stop sending students as early as year 1 or year 2.
Yeah. One successful example there is what's happening in France. They have this apprenticeship scheme of education when there is a contract signed between the corporate, the university, and the students. And during the 4 year, not only the 2 years, the students has time at the corporate and time at the university. And we got the idea from that. I wanted to add one aspect, maybe we did not touch base in, the importance to align curricula with professional certification. For example, we took our engineering program and they got the CIOB professional recognition. Our HR program have the CIPD in master level, the level 7 professional certification. And computer science, we are including 2 Cisco certificate and 2 Oracle certificate alignment. So I think that's also very important. And this might be a kind of answer to how we can compete with the people who are doing their own, where the best is also to show that the curricula in the building there, and the students were very happy to see, oh, if you complete this degree, you have just to apply and you get also a CIPD level 7, or you get a CAA, also the ACCA, in accounting, we have exemption from 8 modules. You need to complete 12 modules to get the degree. So when you graduate, you have already 8 modules when you are exempted. And all of those are signs that will show to the corporate that sometimes they don't understand the same language as the educator, right? That look, at the end of the day, we are serving the same purpose. So I believe that's one of the things also that any applied university need to pay attention to and to take care of, is the alignment of the curriculum and the recognition of some modules and some content by the professional awarding bodies.
Right. Thank you. Another question about the Advanced HE Fellowship. You both university has a very high fellowship membership rates. May I confirm that the senior management must be very supportive to this, so that you can have this one? Is that the institution, the university, support all the membership application, fellowship application for that?
It costs zero for the faculty member and for the people.
Exactly
So
the
we
same.
have an agreement with Advanced HE. We are an accredited center. So we have a mentorship program. We call it ASU Rise. We are on the 10th, package or block of people. And the faculty member or the support staff who apply, of course, we have people who want to apply, but we have limited seats. So we have around 10 in each category, for example, every year. And even Advanced HE watch on that. You need to make sure that you have the capacity. It's totally free. It's totally supportive. And as you said it well, Professor Well, it needs great and high support from the top management.
Right.
In believing in that, not only financially, because also it's time to be dedicated, it's efforts, it's also not only the cost of the membership, but there is a quality assured process from Advanced HE, so it has financial and logistic implication. And yes, it cannot be done without a top management, high engagement and support to the program.
Right.
That's exactly the same at SUT. Yes. For SUT, we take it as a thank you item for people who decide to come and work with us. We know that you are good researchers. We know that you are fresh PhD graduates from these top universities in the US, in the UK, but you come with no teaching knowledge. So to say thanks to you for choosing to teach at our university, we have this kind of support for you. You don't have to pay a thing. Just attend the activities. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very good. They still need spend time to attend class and also to write for the application. Right. Good. And seems that we do not have more questions from the floor. And so probably it comes to the end of the seminar series, the day 2 that we have. And see whether Professor Sally Chen, do you have any running comments?
I don't have any comment. I just want to say thank you to our distinguished speaker, Professor Kadhi and Dr. Issra, for your generous sharing. Today we cover a lot of topics, the training of academics, research, fellowship, and internship, and also internationalization. It helps us to understand in greater depth about how to operate UAS. As you all know that in Hong Kong, we are still at the very infancy stage, and our college is preparing to be UAS. So there's a lot to learn from all your experience. And as Professor Wilma has said, in the past, we know very little about UAS development in other countries, for example, in Bahrain and Thailand. And we are sort of really excited to know that, in fact, in many places in the world, it's already well developed and have a lot of experience that we can learn from. So thank you so much for sharing your experience. So we hope that we can learn more from you in the near future. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank all the participants again, and thank to Professor Wilma for moderating the session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the speakers and all the audience joining us today. There is an online survey. If you can help us to use a minute or two to complete it so that we can improve in the future. So that's the end of the seminar series for today. We have the last day tomorrow at the same time, 4 to 5:30. So if you can join, see you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a lovely
Bye-bye.
evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Lovely. Bye.